Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan, and today I'm going to be reviewing a rather low budget, fairly obscure Kung Fu feature. So it's the one titled, and yeah, Last Fist of Fury, folks. Which, by the way, there's several films of the same title, by which I mean Fist of Fury. Yeah, Fist of Fury it's like a series of films. Even though the actual Bruce Lee actor, only played like one of them, and all the other Fists of Fury's films are like having like their own little story going on. And as if that wasn't confusing enough, this movie also went under the title of The Real Bruce Lee. Even though it clearly isn't, but you see what they're trying to do here, folks, so I thought I'd let you know. And to make this bit more of a head scratcher, also, yeah, there's more than one version. The version I'm referring to, that I'm reviewing of this film, is common. Uh, the Fist of Fury is on this public domain DVD type, which runs about 93 minutes in length, while the British VHS tape version released in 1979 runs about 118 minutes in length. Yeah. Whereas the original version of this film, I've not seen it, really, folks, so I'm only going to go by the one I've seen, just so you know. It kind of acts like a documentary kind of a thing, sort of, kind of. Anyway, let's just get into the story, shall we? So here we go. This movie pretty much starts off with a brief bio of Bruce Lee himself, even though he actually plays a character in the first um, Fist of Fury film, but okay, whatever, guess. And shows scenes from four of his childhood films, and it's a kind of like stock footage kind of a thing, but trying to give you an idea of what's going on, I guess. But yeah, the English dub version, has this kind of soundtrack was given for this one, of course, and of course of course it's gonna be different the way it was originally, but anyway. So next, there was like a 3 minute highlight reel of Lee of this. They were like doing a thing with this one actor and whatnot. But then from this point forward, finally the actual full length film. It's a Korean martial arts film, by the way, just so you know. And Last Fist of Fury finally begins. So it's kind of like a spin off kind of a thing from the first Fist of Fury, which was released in 1972, in which Japan has invaded China and, of course, started putting shame to the glorious past of the when it comes to the Dragon Kung Fu School, of course, when they killed one of the individuals in the school in this uneven match, a follower kung fu fighter who is also from the same school must put his own life at risk after swearing to avenge his murdered brother against every last individual who had done this kind of a thing. So yeah, let's just say that something must be done. So in other words, it's kind of like a revenge story kind of a thing. I guess if you get down to it, and yeah, that's pretty much what's going on in here, folks. It involves a school and people being assholes, and our main character has to go to them and kick their ass, of course. And yes, of course, he's an expert in kung fu, obviously, of course. But yeah, that's like this central theme of the movie. Someone close to you uh, is dead. by the invader, by the individual, the criminals, I guess you can say, the opposition from another country. They came to your country and just starting some shit just because they're assholes, I guess you can say. So there's that. Our main character felt like it's in his duty to do this kind of thing. He must go out, venture to these out in the world, and just beat him up. So as for the fight scenes, even though I'm reviewing the English dubbed version of this movie, it's decent. I guess you'd say the overall movie is pretty decent. I like the fight scenes, of course. I know I mentioned it before. And I'm going to mention it again. I really do miss the kung fu fighting from these uh old martial art films. I know action movies that nowadays, unfortunately, has way too many edits going on. It come on, it's just come on now. It comes up way too distracting, if you ask me. But I miss like these longer takes. So I appreciate this film for that. The overall film, at least this version, yeah, it's not terrible. I liked it. I liked it enough to review it and give it a positive review, of course. But if you're like one of those kung fu junkies, you have to watch literally every martial art film to have Bruce Lee or whatever. You just want to see, or you said, or you just simply one of those kung fu and martial arts fanatics. You just want to see some of those vintage um, kung fu films. Then I'll suggest watch this. If you can get your hands on the original version, by all means, get it. If you can find it for cheap, that is. Like I mentioned before, this is another thing I mentioned. You're gonna shop online when it comes to eBay or Amazon. Don't buy used because I've done that. Elfers and I had done that before. Yeah, we got fucked over. Ugh. That's one of the reasons I don't like getting used discs because you see them all scratched up. Well, I mean, at least you go to like one of those thrift stores like Goodwill, DD's, or Rasputin, I guess, or whatever. At least you can see the physical disc in your hand. If you can find one of those places for a cheap price, I guess you can buy it. I guess sure. I mean, at least you have the copy of the movie. I guess. Even though I prefer buying them new, if I'm be honest with you, to help them, be in circulation. I guess. All right. Going on a side note here. My bad. But anyway, I liked it. I liked it enough to watch more of these types of movies. So that should count for something, right? I believe so. But yeah, all in all, I enjoyed it. I really did. It was fast paced. It never bored me. So again, that's something that should count for something. So mission accomplished, my guess. All in all, yeah, not bad. Um, but yeah, there are better conflict movies out there, but for what it's worth, I've seen worse. Anyway, I'll give this film an overall rating of a 7.0 out of 10. It's a 7.0 out of 10 for me. And of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later. Yes, sirree. Woohoo!